Hey guys, last update. They've lost it at Mountain's right here. You can hear them trying to start backfires. Backfires failed. It's just ripping through stuff now. Those are the houses right at the top of Mountain. I got the car packed. This is last update. Holy So, looks like it woke back up overnight. That's a lot of smoke. That whole ridge now, it's come down the ridge. You guys can't see that. Why is this autofocused? So yeah, so it came down this ridge over last night. Still moving a little slow, but it picked up big over here on this side, and now this whole side's burning, which this was all out. This was done. We thought, case closed, but now this canyon goes down towards my in-laws' house. Whole bunch of other communities down that way. A little bit further for it to travel, but that's now back in play. We're gonna have another long day today. Came over to the in-laws really quick to drop something off, and look at this. This is crazy.
This is worse than our house.
We live that way, and dude, look at this ground.
It's crazy that we're closer to the fire and they're...
It's like snowing over here. Like really, like just, oh, it stinks. That's only being parked here for like 20 minutes. We're gonna head back towards the house. Still no air support.
Okay, so you just saw like a short clip of the neighborhood fire station. It's kind of small, it only has 2 engines. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only 2. And then there's a bunch of like Orange County trucks over there, just ready in case they have to come into these neighborhoods. They're coming over here just in case they do have to fight the fire.
So this is the top of the Sycamore Creek area right here. This is Indian Truck Trail right here, Indian Truck Trail. So this goes up to Main Divide, actually goes to the top, and that's where you can reach. So Sycamore actually looks pretty good right now. They're okay. Trilogy is over that way. They look fine. Still everything is concentrated back over here towards Horsethief. So we're gonna go up that way. This is Glen Eden. So this is the hills behind them. Again, we have Sycamore Creek over here. Further this way is Trilogy. Just to give you an idea of where the line is, where the fire is. So it's still a little bit ways up here. You're seeing a big flare up over here. That is the ridge at Horsethief Canyon that we were at earlier this morning. It all is coming downhill. You can kind of tell looking along this ridge right here. You can kind of see the smoke going back up the ridge. The wind is pretty heavy and it's blowing that direction. So it's kind of blowing it back the other way now. This thing got big overnight. That's Horsethief. That's our canyon over there. This is the back of Glen Eden. Glen Eden's actually right here, so we just came up the street from Glen Eden. So this is the canyon going up behind Glen Eden. So they still have a good distance. It's got to come down that whole hillside. And then again back that way. Sycamore is that way, and then Trilogy is even more that way. If anything, Horsethief is still the #1 danger because we go so high up the canyon.
Little update, we just seen some air support fly by, and yeah, so hopefully it wasn't just a spotter and we'll get some dumps here. Fire, 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 fire.
Alright, so things are only getting worse. We still haven't had air support, and there's talk of mandatory evacuation now around 2 o'clock. So we're just gonna go ahead and take whatever we already have gathered, get it in the cars, and get it out of here, just to be on the safe side. Don't want to get caught, you know, and be that person that didn't do it. So.
Well, I want you to stay here until the very last. These are all like, what are these? Because if they call mandatory evacuations, you're not staying here.
I have much stuff to give you considering they're not home and fires over. And it's been mandatory evac.
So that sucks. Little Ember got our lounge chair. So yeah, that's all it is really. It's just ash and all this smoke going on right now. Just kind of waiting to see what it does over this little ridge. They got all the trucks lined up here. Just kind of wait and see now. All right, what we got, Tay? What happened?
Okay, so we are under mandatory evacuation. This is like for like Rice, McVicker, Horsethief Canyon.
So Cal Fire just came up the street and told us mandatory evacuation from Trilogy on over to McVicker. Tracy's grandma is actually in the McVicker area, and she's kind of being a little difficult right now and doesn't want to leave. Tracy and the girls are gonna get out of here right now, head to her mom's. I'm gonna hold put and see what goes on in this place. Hey, you gonna be okay? You gonna be good, huh? Let's go.
I'll call you.
In here, Morgs, go. Love you.
Know what else that we would get? I mean,
Think of anything else, I'll grab it. I'm gonna grab jerseys really quick. So it's kind of cool. You can actually watch. Well, you can watch any given plane, actually. I've been using it just to watch the 747 and the DC-10s. It's called Flight Tracker 24, and it'll actually show you every plane in the air at any given time in the entire world. You can click on the plane and you can actually see the flight number. You can see what type of plane it is, where it came from, what its path of travel has been, where its destination is, when it took off, the altitude, speed. So it's kind of fun. It's been something we've been kind of messing around with since they've been coming around. That was the DC-10, I think, that just flew over. Yep, DC-10. There's the flight path, and if you actually see, okay, so see this green line? So the green line is its path. So it actually came from Modesto. So that may have been its first drop. So it might have been parked in Modesto. Now it's over San Bernardino. Should fill up there, and then we should see it take back off. Then you'll see like a new green trail coming back over the community, showing where it's gonna drop. It doesn't show where it drops, but it shows the flight path, where it starts circling the area. So you can see a lot of the focus is still down here on the Lake Elsinore side, because that's where the fire has been the biggest right now. So it's kind of like press conference going, just kind of giving updates to everybody as what to expect with the fire once it gets over the ridge. Telling everybody kind of calm down. They're pretty much to let the fire burn down here to that road and then kind of attack it from the ground. Whatever aircraft they can still get going right now, they're going to get going. Kind of cool they did that because they haven't let us know anything about this fire at all, considering that it's in the national forest. They're a little behind on technology, and as far as updates go, Cal Fire is on it. But really, it's just waiting for the fire to come over that ridge, and then kind of the scary part, just to make sure they tackle it, and all is said and done. So. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's just this loud roar. I had to come back down. Flames got a little close back at Lemon Grove. Those houses definitely are in a bad spot right now. There were trucks up there. I'm trying to make a decision right now. Just kind of watching this. It's mainly going to come down to that FOSS check line right there. There's a FOSS check line across that entire ridge. And if it jumps that FOSS check line, I think I might be grabbing some stuff and get out of here. I mean, this is just, it's just out of control. Holy crap. All right, so that FOSS check line is that line that I walked to earlier this morning when I posted that video. All right. So, just watching that first FOSS check line, it stopped at it, but it all depends on the wind, where the wind goes. You can hear them still lighting flares and backfires. The heat is ridiculous. Like, it's so nuts that you can feel the heat as much as you can from here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Like, can you see the sweat? Like the heat coming off of this fire is insane. I'd say probably maybe 500-600 yards from mountain, and then it's probably 200 yards to the fire. Okay guys, last update. They've lost it at mountain. Mountain's right here. You can hear them trying to start backfires. Backfires failed. It's just ripping through stuff now. Those are the houses right at the top of mountain. I got the car packed. Holy shit. There's houses right there. All right. The wind is so bad. All right. House is good. Holy crap. Alright, so now I haven't done any updates as far as this goes. I was updating more Facebook stuff for people. Went up to Lemon Ridge and the flames were coming over the ridge. Figured I should probably go back home, get a little bit closer to home. Set the camera up on top just to kind of document some more stuff. Flames came back over, jumped the first retardant line. There were two more, I thought we might be good. Figured I'd just set the phone there and then kind of go inside, get some last minute things, make sure they were thrown in the car. Came back up, the fire had jumped the final two retardant lines, and it looked like it was right at the houses on mountain. Everything got black, the wind started blowing really hard, I couldn't see, so I decided to leave. I know everyone says don't worry about it, don't worry about the updates, blah blah blah. I was fine. Like where I was at, it just turned real quick, and I'm more like shaken up and just the fact that I might have looked at my house for the last time. There's houses higher than me that I know could be worse, but it's just that thought of how quick that turned black and the fire picked up and the wind picked up that it might happen. So that's it for right now. Alright guys, I'm at the in-laws. I made it. Just wanted to update everybody, let them know that I got out of there. We already had the car packed. We had everything packed and ready to go as of last night. So we were just kind of waiting. My last video I know was a little hectic and a little crazy when I was still up on the roof. And then when I went back up there to get the camera that I left you guys looking at the fire, the whole thing had changed. It had jumped those fast check lines. It turned black. The wind was like 30 miles an hour. I couldn't see anything. So that's when I just grabbed that phone and I just ran. I already had the car outside running. And here I am. And of course now, like, it always hits you like what you forgot. I forgot my dad's ashes. That was the one thing I wanted to grab out of the drawer. And I'm kicking myself in the ass now because I didn't get them. But we're all over here. We're safe. We're at the in-laws. But that doesn't really mean much because the backside of their house is on fire too. Sycamore Creek did not look good when I drove past it. The freeways are a complete disaster. Don't try to go south on the 15. Don't try to come anywhere down here to look at the fire, even if you wanted to. Even if you have someone you're trying to help, you're not gonna get there. It's just crazy because we kept getting told nothing's gonna happen. You know, don't worry about it. There's no cause. Yeah, it's mandatory evacuation, but it's still okay. We're lighting backfires. Airdrops are fine. The wind's going this way. We have monsoonal moisture. So, I mean, it's a good lesson in the mandatory evacuation. When it does go mandatory, from what I've learned, is pack your stuff, which is what we did. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to leave, but, you know, you have your right to stay with your house, but definitely pack your stuff so that way you're good to go. So it's a good thing we packed up last night and had everything ready. My gut said to leave, so I'm glad I did. All that matters is that I made it back to her. She was worried about me. I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. It's my dad in me. I just want to get the shot, and I got a lot of good stuff, so I'm going to show you guys some good stuff. The house can be rebuilt, but the good thing is we're all together, and that's all that matters. So we'll update you guys a little later. Come on, Tank. All right, so here we are, home sweet home. We're at the in-laws, but we got our trailer here, so that's where we are bunkering down now. So far, everything we've seen from CAL FIRE is no homes lost, no structures lost, which is huge. Just some backyard fences and some backyards lost, just from it getting real close, but like I said earlier, just had the utmost confidence in those guys that I talked to that they were going to handle it if it came, and they did. So just still weird feeling running away from your house like that and then not knowing what's going to happen, but that's why they're firefighters. That's why they do what they do, and we are so grateful for that. It's time to get some sleep now.